one thing that I could definitely look forward to doing as well is I'm Ahmed Aftab Naqvi, co-founder and CEO of Gozoop, and such a pleasure to meet Mel.
You just saw me on the train.
I've been catching and consuming a content for some time now.
And he's got some advice for me. And you know how I feel about feedback, which is like, oh, but I have a feeling this is going to be incredible feedback that's going to help us hit the next level.
Sure.
So dude, first of all, by the way, he started from zero, now has 350 employees. They're in 4 different countries. He's an engineer by background, and he's built this massive marketing brand overseas, and now he's got all the big boys wanting to buy him out, but he's holding strong and they're building their own network. So the fact that I have the gift of getting to not only meet him, but get his outside, inside advice, this is amazing.
Sure.
All right, so tell me.
Mel, firstly, a very important aspect of content marketing is consistency.
Yes.
Right, and been following your channels across different platforms, and I feel consistency is something that I am used to now from her brand as an audience. But one thing that I could definitely look forward to doing as well is possibly on a Monday or on a Wednesday, expecting a format of a content, right? Because there's a lot of content coming in, and I know I get a lot of content.
Yes.
But if I knew that on Friday evening I'm going to have Ask Me Anything with you, and I'm going to have it every Friday.
He's a real fan.
Possibly your audience would love it even more.
So what do you think the opportunity is, at least? Well, first of all, why do you follow me, and what do you get out of it?
I, in fact, have been following you because I was just fascinated to learn more about how some of the influencers are creating content, and what are the different types of content being created in different packages. So that's one subtle objective, but beyond that, obviously your content is inspiring, right? And that made me not unfollow you and keep on coming back for more. So that's the larger picture to that. I saw a series of content which really struck a chord with me.
What was that?
I think during the New Year, when the New Year was starting, I think the kind of content that you packaged and shared with your audience, I think it really came from the heart. There was a lot of honesty in that, and you know, as an audience, you connected in a manner that the person is not flapping you and not just trying to package and sugarcoat an inspiring message, right? Because the audience on social media is very smart, right? And they see through it if you're just trying to rip off some other content from some place and repackage it, right? So a very good part of what I see in your content is genuineness, right? I think it comes from the heart, and that's something that makes it more and more social media friendly as such.
But the consistency in terms of the packaging of the content, so that you're being you have expectations that are being met.
Yes. So if I open your Instagram page, right, and not on my news feed,
right,
and I just scroll through all the content, can I see a kind of a pattern there?
No.
Okay.
You cannot.
Is it visually capturing me at that time? Because it is more important from the perspective of acquiring new followers, right? And a lot of them would actually first go on your profile, and that 3 seconds that you have to capture the imagination of a potential new follower is all it takes, right? So I think that is something that possibly we could do better. You're already doing great. I think it can go to the next
Is that something that you can help me with? Is that...
Sure, of course. That's something that I do for a living. Would love to share some perspectives and see how I could, make your already great content a tad bit better if I can.
Wow, I love it.
It's such a serendipity to meet you and just bump into you into the train.
See, don't you believe in that though?
Absolutely, totally.
I totally believe in that too. That the serendipity of those things and seeing the signs, and also having the courage to actually just be like, you don't happen to be that crazy nerdy lady that I follow, are you?
What are the odds of me coming from India actually to Babson to speak and going to New York and bumping into
And
you in
sitting on a train.
and
Yes.
incidentally on the same opposite seats, right? So the odds of it are
Impossible.
very unlikely, right? And I just feel that there is a huge power in positive thinking, and a lot of what you start thinking actually starts transpiring to you in your life, right? Like, why did I not meet anyone else but you?
I totally believe in that, and I also think that it's also both the positive thinking and when you really start to allow yourself to think around possibility. One of the things that I think happens is there are parts of your brain that open up
Yeah.
that start looking for ways to make it happen.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, we're gonna definitely talk. You gotta give me your card.
Absolutely.